So welcome to this video, and in this video we will talk about
the genetic commonalities
and the mechanisms of evolution
and biblical support for evolution.
So
right now I'm going to be talking about genetic commonalities. So yeah, let's just get into this and continue watching the rest of this video. So scientists studying the chemistry of DNA moved even closer to actual sequences. Charles Sibley and John Alquist pioneered the use of DNA kinetics to investigate evolutionary relationships using a technique called DNA hybridization. Each DNA molecule is made of two strands of nucleotides. If the strands are heated, they will separate. And as they cool, the attraction of nucleolites or something.
The attraction of nucleotides will make them bond back together again.
Yeah. Sequencing genes. I can't speak right now. Seem to become easier every day. 10 years ago, it might have taken an hour to sequence 10 base pairs. Today, a typical lab can sequence 100 pairs in the hour. And facilities with latest technology sequence 100 of base pairs each minute. So just think of that difference right now. We are now awash in genetic code. We have a basic map of human genome and the genomes of many other organisms.
So yeah, that was a very big difference from a long time ago. So yeah, that was genetic commonalities.
Yeah.
Hey guys. So as you just watched, you learned a little bit about genetic commonalities. And now Audrey will talk to you a little bit about the mechanisms of evolution.
Okay, so microevolution, which is the evolution on a small scale, refers to the changes in allele frequencies within a single population, or as a not as confusing version would be the microevolution is a small changing in species that helps it adapt better to their lives or their more modern environment. Mutations are the ultimate sources of new alleles in a gene pool, or mutations are disturbances in the normal gene code, which either furthers to disability or something less severe. Two of the most relevant mechanisms of evolutionary change are natural selection, which we talked about in earlier videos, and genetic drift. One of the main controversial issues in population genetics is concerned with the relative importance of both mechanisms in determining evolutionary changes, or the two most valued mechanisms of evolutionary change are natural selection, when organisms that are better adapt to their environment survive more easily. The genetic drift are the genetics of an animal that has adapted better to the environment. This animal's genes would be carried on better than an animal's genes that are not carried on, because the animal would have most likely died. Yeah.
That was a little bit about the mechanisms of evolution. My foot's shaking. Hey guys, so Audrey just talked to you about the mechanisms of evolution and the commonalities of genes.
Hi guys, I'm over here. I'm just too tired right now.
I'm going to use your butt as my table.
Okay.
Wow, that works. Okay. So now I will talk to you about the biblical support and some professors in science, but also Christians' point of views. So, yeah. So, Christians should study evolution because, like all natural scientists, it is the study of God's creation. We believe that God created every species and did it in such a way that we can describe the creation process scientifically. The scientific model of evolution does not replace God as the creator more than the law of gravity replaces God as ruler of the planets. Considering evolution, creation aids the church in its gospel mission, including discipling young Christians in their faith. An anti-evolution attitude can harm Christian young people by presenting them with a false choice between pursuing science or holding to faith. One recent survey showed that a key factor in the evangelical church's loss of credibility among young people is its assertive of anti-evolutionary creation models that contradict virtually all of evidence we find in nature. Similarly, a hostile attitude toward evolution can hinder evangelism if seekers hear that they must reject evolutionary science before they can follow Christ. On the other hand, studying evolution as a God-ordained process helps Christians refute the argument that science leads to an atheist point of view. Atheist worldview. Because today's culture is saturated with science and technology, from the latest communication gadgets to new biomedical advances to discoveries of fundamental particles, engaging cultures means engaging science. Since evolutionary science is integral to modern biology, the church must grapple with the evidence and implications of evolution in order to be effective witnesses in the public square. So that was a couple people's point of view that are Christians and also scientists, and I think that that's really cool how us Christians can influence both. So, yeah. Hey guys, so I hope that you enjoyed learning about genetic commonalities, mechanisms of evolution, and biblical support, because I thought that those were some of the most interesting topics we've talked about so far. So, please go watch some of our other videos about evolution and, yeah, enjoy them.
Yeah,
learn
you should
more.
go enjoy them and, yeah.
Grow your brain.
Yeah.